Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's King. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The run from the shotgun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
To the air, it's Drones. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Third down.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's 1st and 10, Georgia Tech.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Haynes.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's King. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
3-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's King. The throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's Stewart. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Drones. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Quickly complete. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech. Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
And the Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Hokies will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. Wants to return it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Using his legs, it's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. He might want another play. To the air, it's King. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Selden. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Back to pass, it's King. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Yellow Jackets line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on...
Looking for a deep man. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Georgia Tech, 14. Virginia Tech, 7.
The Yellow Jackets will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Wants to throw. It's Drones. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On the run, it's Stewart. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
The Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Green. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He caught it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
And the Hokies are threatening on first and goal. They'll run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Hokies. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Number 13.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's King. Setting up the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They believe they can run right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready up. Banner. Ready, set.
Back to pass. He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for a crease. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The offense changing the play.
Watch out, go over.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw, it's King. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive.
Virginia Tech, 14.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll run it from the gun. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Hokies are on the move. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The play action fake. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's throws. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Unloads to the right. Finds his man. It's Rivers. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Drones. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job?
Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys. Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the option. Now the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to pass, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Going to sling it on second down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes.
Snags it on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Got a man in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
To the air on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
23. First down for the offense.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.